these questions that I couldn't answer.
Like what?
Well, like what did Douglas eat or drink before the heart attack came on? I didn't know what to say, so I just didn't say anything. I said as little as I possibly could.
Well, you didn't keep anything from them, did you?
Well, not really, but I told him that the only person that really knew that was you.
No way this kidnapping was a mob hit.
You know this, Senator. Are we getting the straight skinny?
You will. You can count on that.
The public feels for Grant Harrison now, but his stocks would crash if we found out he was lying.
Why would he lie?
Same reason anyone lies. He's got something to hide.
You do this my way, and you'll be well taken care of, Jake.
Well, you expect me to take your word for that?
I read you better than you think. Have you moved Mr. McKinnon's things yet?
Wait a minute, you're messing with my stuff?
It's being taken care of, Mr. Harrison.
Thank you.
What are you trying to do, get me kicked out of this place?
Jake, please, now calm down. I've arranged for you and Paulina to stay in the ambassador suite as my guests.
You have?
Mm-hmm. I think you'll be a lot more comfortable there.
What, is it real nice and cushy?
Oh, yes, they've assured me that it's very cushy. Any objections?
I guess not.
Mm-hmm. Good. Oh, and there's something else. A little surprise for when you get home. I reward loyalty, Jake. You'll get used to it.
There's Ryan Harrison. Maybe he'll talk to us. Mr. Harrison,
Look,
word's out that you're a hero.
No comment.
Look, half of Canada couldn't find your sister-in-law. How'd you swing it?
No comment.
Yeah, you two used to be engaged. Was that hard to forget while you were trapped?
Comment, all
Why
right?
is everything so hush-hush?
Ladies and gentlemen, please. Now, the senator will be holding a press conference very shortly.
Good service and the many dedicated Canadian law enforcement officers who worked unceasingly and with great personal risk to find my wife.
I heard the search party covered 800 square miles. What finally tipped off Mrs. Harrison's location?
My brother found a trapper who told him about the thermal case.
Coincidence?
I'm not sure.
Well, what was Carl Hutchins' role? Was he behind those threats as well as the kidnapping?
We haven't conclusive proof yet.
Hutchins was your natural father. You must have a lot of mixed feelings.
Yeah, no.
Police say you almost died yourself.
Well, Mrs. Harrison was one who was in constant danger. As you can see for yourselves, I'm fine.
Because you risked everything to save
Look, I'm not the only one who was involved in this search.
We hear that tape was like something from a lab.
Yeah, real pleasure palace.
Love nest. How about it?
Would you comment on that, Mrs. Harrison?
What's going on? We need to know.
Listen, cast suspicion on Mary Frances.
Well, you're assuming that he was rational.
Well, that's true.
When was Douglas anything but rational?
Christy said that there were moments when he wasn't completely lucid.
I never saw that.
You didn't live with him, Mary Frances.
I know that, Christy.
Maybe we should just stop the speculating here.
Oh, that's going to be pretty hard for any of us to do, Cass.
Yes, especially Mary Frances.
I'm going to go fix dinner now. Would you like to stay?
Oh, no, thank you very much. You're more than generous, but I think I've been treated enough here this evening.
Are you sure, Christy?
Yes, thank you. I need to be home.
Good night.
See, now I've upset Mary Frances, and I probably just shouldn't have said anything.
Honey, this is upsetting for all of us. There's no getting around that. Here.
I had to let you know what the police were doing.
You did the right thing.
Oh, thank you. I needed that. Tell Mary Frances I love her.
I will.
What kind of question is that?
Right, it's all right. I don't mind answering the questions at all. It was no honeymoon suite, I'll tell you that. It was definitely a prison, and I was a prisoner. I mean, I don't know what else you call being drugged and dragged away from your family and the rest of the world. No, it's okay. You're right, it was very elaborately decorated for a cave, which I guess isn't saying much unless you're into gloom and doom and rocks. But whoever brought me there definitely wanted me to be comfortable. There were plenty of candles and lots of food, clothes.
That didn't prevent her from attempting to escape.
No, it did not. I never saw who brought me there.
Senator, did you ever receive any demands from the kidnappers?
There was no formal ransom note, if that's what you mean. We're still speculating on the reason for the abduction, but when you've been in public life as long as I have, you make enemies.
Could it have something to do with your anti-crime legislation?
We're not sure. But if these were terrorist tactics designed to get me to change my vote, they failed. I'll be on the Senate floor Friday to cast my vote, and let me assure you, ladies and gentlemen of the press, this legislation will pass. Now, I'd like your cooperation in putting this matter to rest.
Well, that's all you have to say?
That's it. There'll be no more statements from the Harrison family. Thank you very much. Excuse us.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. The senator and his wife would like a little privacy. Just follow me right.
Jenna? It is you. Jenna, what's wrong? What are you doing here? I didn't know where else to go.
Well, that ought to hold them for a while.
Excuse me, I'd like a minute alone with my father.
Good. You speak to Spencer. I'll speak to Jake. Let's go.
I need to speak to Spencer myself.
Jake, can't it wait?
I guess not.
They might need some clearing, too.
I want you out of my life.
You don't mean that.
You don't deserve to be in the same room with my wife.
I did a terrible thing. I'm sorry I hurt your son.
No. Not again. It won't work. I can't trust you. Not with my family.
I'm your family. How dare you treat me like a political flunky? I shaped your whole career. Everything I've done, my whole life, was for you.
Are you suggesting I owe you something?
You're all I have left.
And now I've let a dead man shoulder your sins.
They were Carl's sins, too.
It's the end of the road for us. There is no forgiveness. As far as I'm concerned, my father died in Banff. Just like Ryan's.
Douglas!
Oh, Christina.
No!
What have you done now, Christina?
Hello. Hello, Billy. I see. What time? Of course not. We'll both be there. No. I understand.
Billy Cooper,
He wants you in his office 9 in the morning.
to answer a few questions.
Yeah.
Ryan,
Donna.
glad I caught you before you left.
What is it?
Thank you. I know I sound like a broken record, but I'll never forget what you did for Victoria.
Yeah.
Give me a hug.
You're welcome, Donna.
Hey, Ryan, how about a couple of words for my camera here?
How about no?
How about my documentary would not be complete without some...
Jake,
some
I'm sorry.
footage of Ryan Harrison.
Can't help you out.
Brave girl.
Promise me that you'll take me home tomorrow. Promise me.
I promise you. Whatever you want. We're together. Everything's gonna be all right now.
Fault.